What's up everybody, Blackwater Japan here, and today we're going to be putting in a welded diff inside our first gen 1996 Lexus GS300. So behind me I have a 4.27 diff out of a GS300 automatic trans. A little backstory is the 1993 to 1995 first gen GS300 has a 4-speed automatic trans with a 4.08131 differential gearing, and in 1996 to 97 they changed that 4-speed trans to a 5-speed automatic trans, and when they did that they changed to the 427 gearing. I like the 427 gearing, it helps for better pickup. Regardless, I have a 96 GS and it already has the 427 gearing in that car, but we got another one to match out of a SC because they also come with the 427 gearing from 92 to 97 in the automatic SC300s. So anyways, we're gonna show you guys the diff that when we got it welded, we cleaned it up a little bit, resealed it, and then we're gonna put it in the car. So we'll go from there. Here is the diff, nice and TIG welded. And he even welded the little pin dowel thing there on both sides. I have this same exact diff in my SC400. It's manual swapped, and it is welded the same exact way, and it's held up great for a couple years now. I've had no issues. I had a plate welded diff in there before, and it was welded with a very shitty like Harbor Freight style welder, and it just felt very notchy and aggressive. For some reason these feel a little better, so when it's welded this way it's not so harsh, but I could be wrong. It could just be something in my head. So now I'm gonna blow it out with some air, make sure all the extra shit's out, like little blue gaskets and stuff like that down there, and then I will get ready to put some orange Toyota Fippage on there and reseal it, bolt her down and torque it to spec, and then it should be ready to go in the car. Just make sure there's no dusty on it. There goes my best friend Russell. Yeah, dude. Hey, what the? Yeah, right? So yeah, let's get ready to reseal it. I cleaned this off pretty good. Cleaned off all the old orange Fippage. Got all that off. Made sure the surface is all clean. I use this stuff, Toyota orange Fippage, not the black stuff. You can use the black stuff and get away with it, but this is what's preferred for differentials and anything that has like gear oil in it. So I went ahead and cleaned up all the bolts that go to the axles, the front cover, the drive shaft, the big ears. I kind of wire brushed everything down, just made sure everything was clean. So as you may be able to tell, it's not super clean, but it's very thorough. I probably used a little too much, maybe, but that don't matter. We just need to make sure it's sealed. Make sure you put this on the right way, by the way. So this is kind of the finished product. Fuck you, train. definitely overflowed a little. Focus, which is perfectly fine. You'd rather have a little too much than, you know, a little too less. That even made sense. I'll just let it sit overnight. You could probably get away with it sitting for like an hour or two. It should be fine. But after that, I'm gonna bring the GS in probably within the next couple days here on my next day off, and then get ready to put in, and I'll show you guys all that stuff as well. I'm pretty excited, pretty stoked about this, so it should be fun.
You can try, I guarantee this shit won't work. You can go, I guarantee this shit won't hurt. I can't deny.
Alright, so there she is. First things first, I'm actually just gonna drain the fluid out of it. Look at that, nice and clear. These are a great tool for exhaust hangers. Watch this. I'll try to film it. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. How the exhaust has dropped down pretty far. Almost want to just take it off. Okay, so we did end up dropping the exhaust. You could probably get away with not doing that, but I did it because it's now a lot more room. Man, that thing's just heavy. Got the trans jack. This thing's gonna be really helpful.
Pussy nigga, not for real, not for real, not for real. I guarantee this shit won't work. You can go, I guarantee this shit won't hurt. I can't deny, I was fucking with you.
All the axle bolts are out. All the axle bolts are out. So now we'll focus on these drive shaft bolts. I already broke these drive shaft bolts loose. So I'm just gonna zip them off real quick.
Painkiller in disguise, I can feel a thing off the purse. Feel the breeze like your ass in the skirt.
Now I'm just gonna take those 3 big 12 mil Allens out, and then I'll just do the 2 19s for the ears and slowly lower the jack and it should come out. There are other ways to do this. If you don't have a trans jack and you don't have access to a lift, you can do it on the ground and just let her drop out. You could use just a regular floor jack. There's a ton of ways.
Gimmick in the kitchen like a nerd. They were killers, they gorillas go berserk. You a pussy nigga, better stay in church. Whip it up, Miss Butterworth. Try to get my niggas to go to work. I'ma hit you where it hurts. Leave your pussy ass right up in the dirt. Bad foreign bitch and she like a flirt. Working good like a clerk. Big ass chopper make it.
Alright, so here's the other diff. It is pretty dirty, but that's alright. It is a 427 diff. So if you put this at right there, and let's say right in the middle is even, rotating this 4.27 times will rotate these 1 time. One, 2, 3, 4, 0.27.
Put a nigga in a hearse. Put a pussy nigga on a shirt. Yeah, not for real, not for real, no cap, pussy nigga, no for
Got mostly everything lined up, so I actually dropped this. Here, let me go. I dropped this little cross member for the drive shaft here, and it allowed the drive shaft to slack down more, so I could line these guys up first. You probably want to line these up first, and then I slowly kept jacking it up, and as I kept getting higher and higher, I made sure the axles were touching in there, because if you go all the way up, the axle's gonna have a hard time getting past this lip, trying to put it in. And then everything's really close to lining up. Sorry, I can't really. There you go. So I'm gonna put these in right now, and then jack it up more, and then put the big ears in, and then go for drive shaft and axles. All right, it's in and it's being supported by itself. I got these 2 big ears to line up, while these 3 12mm Allens also lined up. So the big ears are tight, these are tight. All right, so one thing I gotta tell you guys is, one time on my SC, I put these bolts in and I did not use Loctite, and over time they backed out and I lost quite a few of them. So I actually usually use blue Loctite. Red is, you know, red is a lot sometimes, but I think it'll be fine. It'll definitely hold. It's just gonna be harder to break loose when I go to take them back out. So I'm just gonna, one by one, on one side, just put a little Loctite on and then just thread it in and zip it. And then just get them all threaded in and then we'll zip them tight. Okay, so everything is done and I am stoked. All I need to do right now, I already got the exhaust on and everything. I just need to put oil in the diff and then put her on the ground and drive her out of the shop. Everything's already been torqued, tightened, everything. I'm super excited right now. I'm excited to have a welded diff in this car finally. Should be fun. Look at that, both spit in the same way. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so that's the welded diff install video. Subscribe for more content. Trying to put out more videos. But yeah, so now we're gonna start sliding this thing more hopefully, and it should be a lot more fun during the winter. So sweet.
Heck yeah.